叫郑小娟，我是不同国家之间的桥梁，也是不同文化之间的桥。我是中国的孩子，我有一颗中国心，我要把我的故事讲给你们所有人听。
We have seen children shut away in rooms that live in orphanages and kept there for 5, 6 years at a time with one caregiver.
The initial reason we were called to speak to people was because there's just fear in everybody who had anything to do with her. And we were really shocked by the fear. 3 doctors came and spoke to the orphanage staff, and 2 of those 3 told them that you can catch it from sharing air, you can catch it from touching saliva, changing nappies, etc. Up here is when we first met you when you were that little baby in China, remember?
The bug was very high in your blood, but when you started taking your medicines, and because you're taking them every day, the bug we can hardly find it in your blood now, so that's really good. It's really down on our graphs. That's terrific. So you have to keep up the good work. And you're growing so well. I know, I heard you're doing really well at school too. Is that right? So it's very important to know that HIV cannot be transmitted in ordinary social circumstances like social contact, playing together, sitting in the same room, looking after a child with HIV. That's not a mode of transmission.
We first saw her, I thought she was a boy, and she's extremely wasted and definitely the most mournful child I've seen. This child would die alone, and this child would die without any comfort. You know, there was so much fear of giving her even food, basic necessities.
30年后，相关的药物越来越好，可以使病毒不能被传播，或不易被发现，不易被检测到。如今，全世界的重点是让尽可能多的孩子们得到相关的药物治疗。
She probably weighed 6 kilos when she was 15 months, so she's extremely malnourished. And it's well known now, which we didn't know then, that once children start treatment for HIV, they have what's called the Lazarus effect, and within weeks they put on weight. And she put on, I think, 2 or 3 kilos in a month. And so I would be downtown or down the shops with her, and Chinese people would stop me all the time and say, "Who's that child?" And when I said it was her, that's what impacted the Chinese people. It wasn't actually us, because they thought she was going to die anyway, but it was the fact that this kid who they'd seen was going to die, suddenly this chubby thing that had pigtails, and just completely changed almost overnight. Certainly within a month she'd changed dramatically. People wouldn't recognise her when they saw her. The thing that changed the Chinese people is taking her back and seeing the carers and saying she's still well, and she's going well, and she's got treatment now. It's what changed Chinese people's hearts.
We've got very effective medications against HIV these days. Effective therapy nowadays means that people can live long, healthy lives. If you're a child, it's expected that you live to adulthood, you will have children, and you will not pass the HIV virus on to your babies.
Once you're on the medication, you are having regular visits to the hospital and having regular blood tests and making sure that everything is functioning. Actually, a HIV positive person can be healthier than a regular person because their immune system is well managed, whereas you and I, we don't really know what's going on with our immune system. We're not having regular checks.
When we start a patient on antiretroviral medications, we have to make sure that the medicines are effective, and we do this by monitoring the level of HIV circulating in the blood supply or the blood system. So we're very happy, and we know we can achieve this when the virus is reported as undetectable in the bloodstream, and that basically means that the virus has been suppressed or effectively treated by the medications, such that we can no longer find it in the bloodstream.
我在这里提醒你，无需对 HIV 有所恐惧，携带 HIV 无需惭愧。我需要你听到这些事实，了解相关的科学知识，不再恐惧。在尝试改变你对 HIV 的看法时，妈妈起主导性作用。妈妈说，关于普及有关 HIV 的科学知识，我们可以一次搬走一块石头，一步步地移走大山。我们需要你的帮助。克林顿总统说，我们不可以让任何一个人落在后面。我们的下一代将会没有爱滋。我们离这个目标越来越近。
If people would just get themselves educated, just learn about the virus and the fact that they're not in danger, they're not at risk, I think we would see a completely different world, you know, people being accepted and loved for who they are because that's what they deserve, not for what they have.
在1989年，他是第一位高姿态触摸患有艾滋病病毒的名人。这个举动在西方世界引起了巨大震动，改变了人们对艾滋病毒的看法、恐惧和态度。
I can never really fully understand why in any country a parent would have to abandon their child, but I can almost understand why HIV children are abandoned. Their parents are facing no hope for these kids, no hope of going to school, no hope of getting married, no hope of ever having any future. And I don't know, do they know that there's treatment available? Do they know that there's adoption? I don't know, but maybe they hope that there is.
我叫郑小娟，我打算常常回中国的家，让你们知道 HIV 不是死刑，现在可以用药物治疗，我会生孩子，还有孙子孙女，我会过一个长久且又不寻常的生活，我不害怕它。但有 HIV 或艾滋的人们不会把病毒传给医生、护理人员或者家人朋友。我们现在了解了更多的相关知识。
哥哥，我哥哥。朋友。朋友，朋友。这是朋友。
我会大喊，直到你听见为止。
Down, but I got a pain. Already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, hear that sound. Like thunder gonna shake the ground. Help me down, but I got a pain. I've got the eye of the tiger. Fire dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am the champion. And you're gonna hear me roar. Louder, louder than the lion. 'Cause I am the champion. And you're gonna hear me roar, oh, 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 roar.